Okay, so this is the Bass Champs, as I teased you guys on Tuesday. So this is the Saturday tournament. Norris and Blakelock won the tournament with over 30 pounds. It took almost 19 pounds to get paid, and Moon Pie and I had 19 and a quarter pounds. So we started, as you're going to see, you guys who know Rayburn are going to be able to tell, we started on the south end of the lake. Actually, there's no footage from the first place we started. The first place we started, I knew there was some really good grass in there. We made a pass through it, and we might have caught a keeper. As I recall, I don't think we did. And that was right there within 3 or 4 miles of the takeoff. And then we just started working our way north. And on our second spot, I think we caught our limit on our second spot, including a really nice fish you'll see here. So here's our second spot. Here's the second spot we stopped on.
Mm-hmm.
That got it when I popped out of that grass.
You ain't good?
Nope. Put in there and catch somebody. See if you got a buddy with you. Put in there and get your buddy fight. That bait was hung on the top of that grass when I popped it.
Damn, you know you might have a keeper.
When you got on the top of that grass, pop it.
I know what these 6 cent ones with them big ass hooks, they don't pop, don't rip out of that grass as good as a trap would.
You popping that hook on them, aren't you? The round bend?
No. They just got big ass hooks.
They're big scout out there, too.
Yeah, you been one of them, you did something.
You found you one with whiskey.
All week. Every morning I walked outside to go to work and it was already. There he is. Never felt nothing. You know, I thought I hung. I really thought, I'm surprised I didn't pull it out of his mouth. I thought I hung a piece of grass. You think if they hit it with this warm water, they'd knock something. I didn't feel him. That's where I didn't feel him. I was just in that bottom. Girlfriend been whooping that butt.
Is that a snatch or is that a quake?
I don't know the difference though.
One's got a fin down the back, the other does.
You got clipper in there?
Yep.
He is red. The way he bit. That's not good. That's how you lose a big one. You know? That bit's funny. But he's pulling the whippoorwill.
Or is it a whippoorwill?
Yeah.
color you put in there last, but this is the one going before him.
I think that was red. Yeah, he was substantially bigger than that.
He was a
Not
kicker.
dramatically, but
He
substantially.
was a kicker compared to this one.
Going back looking at it?
No, it was like right under the surface. It wasn't on no bed, it was right there at the edge of the wood. I don't even know, I just happened to look and I saw something, and I seen a stripe on the side. Them other fish that caught was skinny as well.
Got a kicker. What you got?
I know that. You got another one or is it this?
Good God, it's choking. Give me some rattle.
I never turned to look.
Ooh, there's your trap, not in the fish.
I swear, I really don't think I turned the red one. Another one of them, I thought I was going to grab.
Right there. Buffalo. Buffalo.
Ah, 5 pounder.
Up.
That longer handle, I was trying to get more handle out.
You put the big one on the right.
Well, I guess they both are.
I think that's 5. I think that's numero 5.
Look out. Look out.
Okay, so we had 4 or 5 fish there. I believe we had 5 when we left there. I'm sure it's in the footage. Jared's editing this, so I won't see the actual raw footage. But we either left there with 4 or 5 fish, and we just kept working our way further north. We fished basically starting at about 5 fingers. We fished into Caney. We fished up into the mouth of Harvey. and then we continued further north to some of the most north grass on the lake. And we kind of went into an area hoping we could fish it, and it was extremely crowded. And we just sort of worked our way through. And you know, I got to say this. A couple of areas on the lake were as crowded as I've ever seen these two particular areas. And it was remarkable to me. I never heard crosswords from anybody. Everybody knew there were fish in these areas. Everybody knew there was going to be a crowd in there. And on multiple occasions, we were throwing at each other. Matter of fact, Sunday, we watched 3 boats sitting, I'm going to say, way less than 50 yards apart, throwing at the same spot. All 3 of them caught over 20 pounds Saturday, and all 3 of them caught over 20 pounds Sunday. And they just got along. And that's just remarkable in a time where everybody seems to be fighting about stuff. The fishing community of Rayburn really came together. The only crosswords I heard were deserved. I heard a guy idle over a point where a guy was fishing real early Saturday morning, and that guy told him he should idle around him, and he should have. So it was crowded, and we all understood it was going to be crowded, and we all just kind of stuck it out. And here's kind of how we finished our day. I don't remember what all exact footage we got, but I do know that we turned the camera off, and we literally had 10 minutes left. And I turned the camera off, and we caught one more fish a little bit over 3 pounds. That was about a pound cull, and that got us to the 19 1/4. And we felt like we were going to get paid with that, but we also knew that there's been a number of tournaments there this time of year where 20 plus doesn't get paid. So we were a little bit nervous about it, but we made the run in, and fortunately we got paid. So I hope you enjoy this last little bit of footage right here. All right.
Caught earlier.
Well, both of them.
3-pounder, he'll call. Stay down, fish.
All right, so there you go. So that's the Bass Champs Saturday. I'll get Sunday posted up next week. Between now and then, I'm going to get the ballistic grading done, and then we'll get that big stringer, the 27-pound stringer, posted up for you guys to watch as well. And again, I'll talk a little bit about the difference. As you saw Saturday, and by the way, the things you didn't see. So we threw a rattle bait, mostly a trap, and a quake seemed to be the baits that they wanted. The big fish Pie caught was on a quake. I believe that's right. I threw an A-rig a bunch, but they didn't really seem to want to bite the A-rig, although one of our fish we weighed Saturday was on an A-rig. I threw a jerkbait a ton. Never had a bite on a jerkbait. I threw a chatterbait a ton. Never had a bite on a chatterbait. Now, I know somebody else who caught a bunch of fish around wood on a chatterbait, but I never had a bite on it. And I did jump one really good fish off. I was throwing that little Fritz flat-sided. It's the 5. It runs 5 feet deep. It's got little tiny hooks on it, and I jumped one about 3.5, 4 pounds off. That probably cost us a pound Saturday, and it was just a good solid bite. But with those little hooks, I pulled a little bit too hard, trying to make sure I had him stuck and trying to keep him from burying in the grass. And right out of the water he came, and off went that little crankbait. So that happens on occasion, but we had a good day. That was the only quality fish we lost that we saw. Now there's, with the trap down there right now, you're getting a ton of crappie slapping that bait. We caught several crappie. We saw a guy snag a giant buffalo Sunday. Moon Pie snagged several fish that they'd pull off and you get a big giant buffalo scale back. So there's just a lot of animals up shallow right now. And matter of fact, Moon Pie did call for the net Saturday or Sunday one for a blue channel. I think that was Sunday. I don't think I have footage of that. I think I recorded over it, but he did think he had a big one on until he saw his line spinning. So anyway, that was our Saturday. We got more footage coming up for you guys that I think you enjoy. So please stick around, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll get footage up for you soon on the big stringer. Well, on the bigger stringer. How about that? Thanks, guys.